Yo, good morning. So this is gonna be super short. I'm not even gonna make it to the end of this trail because I got an appointment in the morning. But mostly tonight, live stream 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is probably like I guess there's 2 more weeks in 2 more weeks in August. So 2, and then maybe the last one will be in September. Boom. And then I should start working and move it on to the next season. But interestingly enough, most of my albums were not made in like when I wasn't working. It was made when I was working. When I had no time and I come home and I'm all tired and I just write a little bit here and a little bit there and I record it on the weekend. Like free time is like a killer. I mean, you could do certain things. Like I watched a lot of tutorials on beat making and stuff. Like right now I'm on FM synthesis and it is just amazing. You know, take a little operator and then you take this one and it's amazing. I've been sitting on these for like the longest, and they're pretty cheap compared to like a sample-based libraries where they like take really high-tech, high-advanced microphones to record a Stravinsky violin and have some random overpaid guy. I mean, he's paid for what he does. An orchestra to play some random things. Those are expensive. You're looking at like in the iOS ecosystem, $80 for one app that has like authentically recorded sounds, or an FM synthesizer that come in like $10. But yeah. But I'm excited to start working, excited to get off this trail. Although I like this trail, and it's gonna start getting cold, and I don't do cold. Yeah. So let's see, we'll go 10 minutes down and 10 minutes back. Let's see, anything of shout out to the captain. So he said it's been the summer of the rambling, rhyming guiding, which it was. It was. Walking up and down, rambling, talking to myself, talking out loud, sharing my thoughts. Although that's what I always did. But if it was an act, like in a movie, so the first act, I'm in Japan. I'm finding myself. And life is great. And then the second act, it's a pretty long act, you know, I kind of, and then it ends with me coming back home, and now I'm just kind of, wait, is that right? Is it 4 acts? I'm trying to link it to movies. First act, they find their power. Second act, it could be 3, we'll call it a 4. So third act, which would be this one, I'm kind of like, I lost my my mojo, my will. Walking up and down, talking to myself. And then the fourth act is the comeback, where everything is tested, and at least the movie talk. But I think I'm gonna follow that story arc. But yeah, I am the worst when it comes to money. I'm already spending the money that I am getting from the checks that I haven't received yet. The first thing I'm gonna buy is one of those nice shavers. They don't really have those in Japan, because in Japan, you know, not all, they don't really be doing like intricate facial hair stuff. They just be shaving it all off to look all smooth and shit. So they got a whole ton of those, but I want one where I could just line it up and put a little I want to switch it up from time to time. So I'll get one of those. more or less I could wear these shirts to work. I don't know if I could wear sweatpants, jeans, so I might have to buy slacks. And gotta pay the bills. They call me every week and I just gotta, hey, I got money. Take my money. But it's a good feeling because I hate calling them saying, I ain't got no money, you can't take anything. So that's good. I don't think I'll have the car, so I'm gonna be bussing it up or Ubering it. Ubering would be pretty expensive, but the bus. But I hate the bus, and I say Ubering it because the buses where I'm from do not run in a timely fashion. Maybe getting to work will be easy, but coming home, I'll be standing out there twiddling my fingers, which I might Uber back. So I'm not looking forward to that, but hey. My child, what was it? What do they call it? I don't know what it is. I'll talk through it. The paperwork to show that I am not a child abuser came. I don't know why I can't say all this. I guess it's not something you say all the time. Yeah, the paperwork. But it finally came in yesterday. It's supposed to come on August 1st. Whatever. So it came and he said he will call me today or Wednesday. But he said today is my technical starting date for being a paid caregiver for my dad. So that's good. That's good. This stupid paperwork, because I was like, because the teaching job, they need one too. And they're like, it needs to be in like yesterday. So I was like, you know what, I'll just do it myself. But it costs $13. So I asked them if I can use the one that the one they sent off. Can I use a copy of that to give to the teaching position? And they're like, yeah, we'll send that out in the mail. So that's $13 I don't gotta pay out of my own pocket. It's good. And yeah, that's about it. I think we're done. 30 minutes. Yeah, can't make it to the end. You gotta, it's a 41-minute trek down that way, basically. But in this way, what time we at? 30 minutes. We'll still get our 40 in. This is supposed to be a short video. We're gonna keep it short because I wanna play with some FM synthesis on the way back to the house. It's a really nice thing, man. It's look at that sun. It's like another way, if you're like, what the hell are you talking about? Nintendo, Sega, like game systems. That sound, like that. The sound, like if you heard it, you would think, that's like a game sound. Well, they didn't have much to work with. I think some random person was saying that all the original Nintendo games, Mario and Duck Hunt and all that, all those games could fit on like I want to say a 10 megabyte USB. All those games, the games we grew up on, could fit on just a little thumb drive. So they weren't working with much with their sound design, but yet we all know the Nintendo theme. Sega! We grew up on that. So this was a kind of FM synthesis. It's cheaper, I believe, don't quote me. So a lot of the older music, like Stevie Wonder, those who were going into like electronic tones in their music, Herbie Hancock. By the way, he was like the first dude to sample. I learned that when I read his book. He's like, yeah, man, I was doing the pianos, and he talked about how Miles Davis said you should. Well, he didn't say you should. He just bought a electric piano, and he put it there, and he's like, Herbie came in, and he's like, go over there, and Herbie's like, I don't want to touch no damn electronic piano. But Miles like, do it, but get out of my band. I'm paraphrasing here. So he went over there and he's like, but then he fell in love with like electronics, and they talked about how he was on some island and he had like a sampler, one of those big samplers, and he was on Sesame Street, which interlopes, intervenes, intermixes. I think they all get to where I'm going. But I was working at Sesame, so it was like, this man, I'm basically following his path. He made a rap album back in the day, kind of. But yeah, so that sound you hear in older recordings has some FM in it. So when I was listening to a patch or a preset, it touched me. Like, it touched me. But yeah. But it's difficult, man. The video I'm watching, it's 50 minutes. And this guy, he's like, he graduated from School of Berkeley with a cum laude. He graduated top of his class for this. And he knows his shit. And he's like, all right, do this. And so I listened to like 10 minutes this morning in bed. And that's why my walk started a little later, because I was almost about to take out my iPad and start twiddling around. So I gotta do some stuff. But where we at? 10. But yeah, man, summer's over. I hope y'all had a great. In fact, maybe tonight, if you don't want to share here, but I want to know what y'all did for your summer, because we got off of COVID, so I think people were traveling, even though airplanes were all jacked up, according to the news. You know my story. I came here, I walked up, I walked down, I walked up, I walked down, I walked down. That's basically my whole summer. I would go to the park, I would have some issues, going to Zumba. I went to Philadelphia twice, one to pick up my friend, one to do the photo shoot. Actually 3 times, one with my other friend. I should show that video of me trying to rap. And I say trying because I was nervous, and I'm out there rapping. It's hot and there's people around, and I haven't done that in a minute. 6 months really. So I'm rapping, but it's not like, if you compared it to when I was rapping here, you know, I like, my name is Matt and I rap. But then in Philadelphia, it's like, my name is Matt and I rap. I have never been to Iraq. Like, it's I'm still doing what I do, and it's enough to be like, all right, I feel you, but it's not like, yeah. It's plagued me all my life. When I'm on stage, that's one thing, but just rapping and rapping. And even when I start a set, it's usually kind of a slow getting a feel for the crowd. And I usually perform by myself. I didn't have friends in the audience, which helps, you know. You go out there. The first battle I was ever in, right after 8 Mile, every school, I think every school, white, black, whatever, everybody wants to be battle rappers. And Temple, you know, they're like, let's do it. So I signed up. I'm not a battle rapper, but, you know, I signed up, tried. And my brother and his friend were going to come down they said they're coming down to see me. So I told them the time, and, you know, I'm there. Maybe my girlfriend was in the audience at the time. I don't remember. Yeah, she was there. Yeah. So, you know, it's randomly picked, and my name happened to be first. I look out into the crowd. No brother. Yeah, I think my girlfriend was there. So she's there. Yeah. Bunch of dudes and their girlfriends. And so I go up. It's me, and the guy I was going against was this Caucasian guy. A chubby Caucasian guy. Now, one of my things is I don't want to make fun of someone's race. Because we all just saw Eminem. You don't do that. And I don't want to make fun of his size, because, you got to eat to live, and he's living well. So that didn't really leave much. I don't now, and I didn't then. I don't have random bars just sitting around for battles. People do that, which is cheating in my book. Anyway, so it's me versus him. We flip the coin. Guess who goes first? Me. So I had all this thing working against. Okay, I can't talk about his color. I can't talk about his size. And then we had like these stupid ass mics. So my mic, they were, Shure 58s. You gotta kind of like yell into them. But my mic was just low, and I got a low voice. So I get up there, and it's just, yeah, he's like, we can't hear you. I'm like, and I'm like hitting the mic, and it's like, and he goes up, and he's just, you fake wannabe gangster. Like, I never said I'm a gangster. I'll annihilate your whole family. I'll put you over. Like, he's just saying all those things. And the crowd's like, yeah. And then when it came to who won, not me. That was the end of my career. And then after the fact, my brother comes in, and he's like, oh, you go on yet? And I'm like, yeah, I was first. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Now, would it have been different if my brother was in the crowd, or just, bigging me up beforehand? Like, just, you got this. Kind of like, what's his face? B-Rabbit and, was it Future? Was his name Future? Like, you follow Future like a character. I think it's Future. Maybe it would have been different, but clearly I was nervous, and first battle. But I didn't stop. I tried it again. I went to a different battle spot. And, again, I was first. Again, flip the coin. Again, me. So I go up there, and I'm just like, oh, wait, no. I won against a female. I guess there was 2 rounds. I'm not sure, but it was a female. So I'm like, all right, I'm not going to talk about anything sexist. I'm not going to I put all these little limits on what I could talk about, because that's what I did. That's what I do. And again, the mic didn't work. So then and she comes up, and she's like, and then I guess the third and last battle, no, I guess it was 4. I go up against another guy, and before the battle, we had like a showcase, and I had some friends in the audience, some classmates who knew, like, I was in the hip hop club, and they heard I used to sample random things before Kanye West. I mean, I guess he was always doing it, but no one ever heard anyone sample something that you recognize, and you get all like, ah. So that was my thing. I sampled Cheers, I sampled MacGyver, I sampled Gilligan's Island. If it was a TV show, I probably sampled it. And I wasn't trying to hide it. I'm like, but anyway. So I get up there, so I'm feeling myself. And actually, some of the people knew the lyrics from one of my songs. So I'm on fire. I get up there, and now we got a mic that works, because we had cordless mics, and we're doing our thing. I get up there, and I do a good set. He gets up there, he does his set, gun bars. I'll shoot you 57 times in the leg. You gonna walk around like a pirate with a peg. Some shit. So I lose. And then like a year later, I seen him at another battle, and he said the same damn lyrics. Now you say, why did you know? Because I watched that video, like you watch fights or football, to study. All right, my posture was a little off. And I was like, man, his bars won't even shoot me in the leg 47 times. Bullets don't even hold that many bullets. Or the type of... But, yeah, so that was the end of my battling career. I don't know how I got from wherever I was talking about to here. But when I stopped, what's the movie where Chris Brown was in it and he died in the very beginning? And they were fraternities, sororities. Maybe it's called Step. So when that happened, I remember joining. I wasn't at college, Temple. I was at a community college, but I joined the Step team. And I was trying to stomp the yard with my classmates. It was weird. Again, I'm by myself. That's the story. Ain't nobody. I've never had anyone like join me on one of my random adventures. But yeah, it was fun for the most part, stomping the gymnasium floor. Anyone who's like from the beginning, remember when I did a battle against myself? I'm in a room and I'm battling myself. That was the room I was in. That's how I discovered that the room was accessible to us. If I'm correct, I might have that confused. So I did rent the YMCA room once to make a... Oh shit, maybe I could do a music thing in the YMCA. Have to look into that. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. As I said, it's gonna be short because I gotta get back to the house to eat breakfast so I can go on my way. But yeah, tonight 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time live stream. Probably be one. There'll be 3 left, I believe. All right, peace.